Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, champ.
Sort out.
Yeah.
This is day 27.
Woo.
All right, we almost have it going here. All right, the Daniels.
Yes. The plural.
The plurality of the Daniels. All right, well, people are going to be joining us here in a minute. Maybe you can kind of walk through just a couple of the overviews today of what we're going to be doing and kind of get it going as far as that goes. There's Amy.
Morning, Amy.
So we are going to get started here in a minute. Here, Daniel's going to walk us through our strength training, super slow mo.
Mm-hmm.
This is day number, by the way. This is day number 27 out of 28-day challenge. Yeah, we're just coming around to the end. Sunday night at well, what time is it? We've got a challenge huddle 7 p.m. Pacific. So that's 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. We're doing our finale, our group huddle, where we're going to celebrate the changes we've made over the last 4 weeks. So we're pretty close to that now. And I'll let Daniel take it away for our super slow motion session today.
I'm having a tough time hearing. I don't know if you need to. Is your mic on by any chance? It says on my screen you're muted.
Yeah, I was muted just a minute ago. I'm kind of talking a little bit light this morning.
Oh, that's better.
The other one too, on your phone, you may, or it's on your computer, so it's different. Yeah, but
Yeah, I only have the audio flowing through one source.
got it. Perfect.
So I don't double up. Makes that annoying squeaky sound.
That squeaky sound. That's right.
All right. You ready to get going, everybody? See, we're all starting to move, starting to get into place. Well, it's been awesome to do these with you guys the last 2 weeks. I mean, I've enjoyed them. I've enjoyed getting up early on a Saturday and helping people and still get stronger even with the current situation. So I'm excited to continue to work with that. Today, we're going to use a lot of the same principles that we've been working on the last 2 weeks. The goal today is not to teach anything new per se, but rather the goal today is to take what we've already learned from the last few weeks and apply it to make our day a little bit more efficient. That's the goal. So how can we make our day a little bit more efficient to where we're spending less time teaching everyone and more time working throughout? So that's the goal as we go through. We're going to start the same way we started out with our warm-up, and that's just going to consist of a few different basic movements to warm up our major joints, starting with push-ups. So if you want to remember what push-up position that you have been using over the last few weeks, whether that's on a table, whether that's on your knees on the ground, or whether that is on a wall, even if you want to assume push-up position while I get all my timers all set. Jessica's put out in the chat that she's ready. That's awesome. And let's see. One quick thing with push-ups, and I have a secondary angle now to bring in, so that is hopefully going to help out a little bit. There we go.
No, can't hear.
Oh, you can't hear. Let's do this. Thank you. Turn that up. All right, can you hear me now? So we have both the angles. We have
Yes.
the torso angle and then the angle of my head. So when you're doing a push-up, it's important to remember where your back is the whole time. So whether you're on the ground, whether you're on the wall, it's important to think of your back being flat like you're in a plank position. So if I were, there we go, push-up position here on my knees or even on my toes, my back cannot begin to bend back this way. So I'm not bending at my hips.
Daniel, you only see one. I only see one angle.
So there is a second angle that I've. So if you look,
Let me see.
We only see the
what was that?
If you
top of your
scroll,
head.
Teresa, you can scroll to the left or the right, and you will get to see more angles because it looks like you're on your phone today.
Okay, I got the one angle. I got it.
There we go.
I see another angle.
Yep.
Thank you. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, no problem. So push-up position, back always flat. So whether you're in normal push-up position, on your knees, on the wall, or on a table, back is flat and you want to avoid bending at the hip. So everybody, with that little piece of coaching there, let's get in push-up position. And we're going to lower down in 5 and up in 5. So it looks like Amy's already beaten me to the punch. Awesome job. When you guys are ready, you may begin to lower down. Oh, I'm waiting for Craig to get watch going.
It doesn't count unless it's on.
Exactly. You got to show off. All right. Here we go. We're all going to go down together, lowering your chest to the ground, keeping your back flat. Down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. 5, 4, 2, 1, and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more, everybody. Down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Should be about 40, 50, 60%. So a slight burn, but we're not trying to push it all the way just yet. Next, we're going to have a low back movement. So this is where we would do our bridges on the ground, or if you're in a chair, we were working on ways of extending up against your backrest. The goal, if I were to give you a side view here, the goal is to get your back into this position and flexing it back. So your spine bends like a bow and arrow, bends up and bends back down. So we got to get it bending up like this. So that's why doing a bridge, if you're on the ground, would work. Otherwise, you can bend up. Amy, I see you there. You're bending up against the back of your chair. If you have a foam roller there, you can place a foam roller behind you and apply a little bit more of it, or get you in a little bit better of an angle. Otherwise, you can just push against the back of the chair. So,
hey, Daniel, would something like this work where I'm just kind of extending up like that?
Yes, except you would have to be far enough forward to where gravity would actually be pulling down on you. So when you're straight up and down, the way gravity is pulling is along your spine. You want to be ahead or in front of gravity, if that makes sense.
So I can do
so right now,
this.
yes. So you'll have to find your balance point there, but extend.
Yeah, so I don't
up.
fall out.
Yeah, exactly. But that is essentially what a plank is, just without the lower body right there.
Mhm.
All right,
And then I
everybody.
can just do a plank too. So
Yeah, sorry, not plank, but a hip bridge. I said plank. I meant hip bridge.
oh,
That was my goof. My bad, everybody. It's a hip bridge. I think, there we go. All right, everybody finding their position. If you're holding it, you may begin to extend back. If you are beginning your bridge, you can press up with the hips, driving to the top, and you're holding at the top. We're all holding together. We're all holding together. Good. Holding. I'm watching the clock. Good. Now, if you wanted to visualize something, visualizing your low back contracting, Amy, if you want to maybe hold on to your wheels to provide the counter force to actually push back, that might help. Right there is good. I'm watching the clock. We got about 15 more seconds of this. Just holding with your hips. Good. Holding with your low back. Might feel a slight burning sensation. Maybe not, depending on how tightly you're holding that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we are going to flip and we're going to do an abdominal one. And this one, we're just going to do a plank. So I had it in my head. I was forecasting in my brain. I was saying plank when I should have been saying bridge. Now I do mean a plank. So a plank is a push-up position. I'm back here on my secondary camera. Push-up position. Backing up. There we go. Okay, except you're on your forearms. So if I were to push-up position on your forearms, that would be an example of a plank. Okay. So Craig, you're over your chair. Well done. Amy, you're on your table. Well done. Amy, if that's uncomfortable for your forearms, you can lay a pad across, and that might provide a little. If it's not uncomfortable, then you're fine. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and assume plank position. Many of you are already beating me to it. Okay, and I'm watching the clock. Good. Feel your abs, tighten your core. Remember, we're saying 50 to 70% here, so it might increase in intensity slightly. Good breathing. Got about 5 seconds left. Tightening the core. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right. Last one's going to be lower body. Craig, can you remind me, what was our alternative for squats last week? Was it low back extensions? Was that what we did? My memory fails me. I think it was low back extensions
yeah.
for the
Yeah,
squat.
Amy did had this really great thing where she had weights on her chest, and she did this thing where she kind of leaned forward until her balance point, and then she pulled herself back. I don't know if that's like a squat thing or not, but
it is.
It was
That
really-
would be an example of a back extension or hip extension. That would work perfectly for this.
okay.
So everyone else, or well, I guess however many are watching, we're gonna get into a squat. And so for here, okay, I can demo from up. When you're turning and looking to do a squat, it's important to keep the chest tall, hips back, arms out, and start to lower this way. So we're here. Notice my back isn't bending forward. Okay, I'm tall with my chest, and then I extend up straight through. If your arms get a little tired, you can have them to your side. I have them out for a little added resistance. Okay? All right, everybody. This one I will be counting for you. Here we go. And you're going to begin to lower. In, down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great form, Bessie. Down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turning down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more, everybody, and down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So we've hit every motion, every angle, every joint. Hopefully everybody's going to feel a little bit warm, maybe a little bit of the burn from lactic acid starting to build up. That's good. We're going to move now and jump into, I'll say, the second rotation through. This is where we are going to get a little bit of a deeper intensity and a little bit of a higher intensity. So for those of you who were doing push-ups first, we're going to go back to push-ups. Now, those of you doing push-ups on your table or on a table or on the wall, I'm going to add in a little extra flavor, okay? So instead of doing a normal push-up where you're going all the way down, all the way up, we're going to do what are called 1 1/4s, okay? So you're going to go all the way down, 1, 1/4 of the way up, and then back down again. For those of us who are on knees and toes, we'll do a normal set. So for those on tables, all the way down, 1/4 of the way up, down again. So you can begin to feel where that quarter is. The idea is we're staying longer, more time in the more difficult part of the rep. All right, everybody, let's get into push-up position. Let's see. You can see most people in push-up position. Craig's on the wall, good. Bessie, I see you. Well done. Amy looks ready. Teresa's getting ready. I'll give 1 second for that. Good. All right, we got thumbs up. Ready to go. All right, everybody, you're going to go ahead and begin to lower, aiming at keeping that 5-second cadence. So you can keep the cadence in your head. I'm just going to watch form here. Good. Amy, 1/4 of the way up, right to there, down again. Sink down into the table. Very good. Now extend up. Good. You'll feel that difference right away. Adding that extra little bit. Good job. Bessie, well done. Try to watch your back, keeping it nice and flat, lowering the chest and the hips to the ground. Very good. Very good. Good intensity. Craig, great pace, good speed. Teresa, well done, keeping your back flat. Awesome. Good. All right, everybody. Now, there is not necessarily a set end to this set. Fun. Play with words. I do have a last call for everybody. So we're going to keep going, keep working through that. Up. As your arms begin to fatigue, it's going to feel harder and harder to move, and you want to push through that burn. Good. Push through the burn. It might get to a point where it doesn't move anymore. That's okay. Just push against it. I'm watching the clock, everybody. We're going to keep going. Under load. Breathing. We're under load. We're breathing. Breathing. Oxygen is your friend. You want more of it. Here we go. Everybody give me one more good rep. One more good rep. Make it the best rep so far. Make it the best rep. One more. Here we go. Just over a minute under load. Here we go. Best rep. Best rep here. And when you get to the top, you can relax. Good. Good. Awesome. Woo.
Wow.
Well done. Well done. Waiting for Craig to finish these and then we're out of here. Good job, Craig. Way to work. Way to work. Way to work. All right. Give everybody a moment. We're going to get into a pullover scenario. So for those of you who were using your table, that you would put your arms on the table and pull down. Those of you who are using a foam roller, I have a camping pad. Now would be the time to grab it. Position. For me, I'm back up against the wall, taking a foam roller on my knees. Craig, you have the secondary position to where you're up on, there we go, on the desk. So both positions work. I think, are those the little mouse pads I'm using for you?
Yeah.
Like it. There we go. 1, 2. Okay. I'm here. Hands somewhere on my head. My hands are the right height that I can rest them right here. The thing with, if you're words, if you're on the ground, make sure that you've scooted all the way back and you're leaning forward slightly. So you're not away from it, you're leaning into the pad. Same thing. So Amy, that'll be important for you too, to lean forward slightly into it. Okay. All right, everybody, let's get that underneath our elbows. Feel for the balance point. I'll give one moment because it looks like, there we go. We're getting everybody in. Awesome. And now the thought process is you are pulling your elbows down to, for my case, my knees. For those of you, for like Craig, you're trying to pull your elbows through his desk. So you're pulling your elbows down, build some tension, and hold that tension, about 50%. So build some tension and hold it. Good. Just 50%. Everybody's building tension. There we go. Holding that. It should start to burn, but we're not ripping anything apart right now. 5 seconds. 4, 3. You're going to increase tension. 2, 1. Build a little more tension now. Pull a little harder. Squeeze a little harder. Hold with the core. You want to breathe. You want to breathe. You want to breathe. Here we go. We're good, guys. We're doing great. Keep breathing. I'm watching. I'm watching. I'm watching. 5, 4, 3. A 10-second sprint as hard as you can. 2, 1. Pull as hard as you can for 10 seconds. Come on. Pull every fiber. Work every fiber. 5. Work every fiber. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now relax out of it very slowly. You can breathe and relax. Bessie, one quick thing. Try not to lock your fingers behind your head because you'll start to pull on your neck and you want to avoid any tension there in the back part of your neck. So I do is I just put my fingers and I just touch here so I can't pull. Okay. Don't want to lock behind. All right. So we're going to now take that roller. We're going to flip it up and we're going to do biceps. We'll come back and we'll do another set of pullover. But for now we got biceps. So my back's up against the wall. I have my arms crossed on the roller to where I can give it a good pull and I can squeeze it. Okay. Craig's using his desk. Everyone else, we got it. So on the count of 3, we're going to do the same thing, about 50%, everybody. Okay. So start to pull. There we go. About 50%, 50%. We're not blitzing yet. Good. We're breathing. All right. Now I'm watching. You guys are doing great. Make sure we're breathing now. Make sure we're breathing. Good. Here we go. Increase intensity in 3, 2, 1. A little harder. Pull a little harder. Gain a little bit more ground. Dig a little bit deeper. We're gaining ground here. We're gaining ground. You guys got it. You're crushing it. Here we go. You're crushing it. Got 5 seconds and we're increasing capacity. This is our sprint. 4, 3, 2, 1. This is your sprint. Go. Pull as hard as you can for your sprint. You got 10 seconds into it. Come on. Pull for the sprint. Pull for the sprint. Sprint through. 3. Sprint through. 2, 1. Relax. Slowly out. Give the arms a little shake, like the lactic acid fall through. That's not exactly how it works, but simplicity's sake. Back to pullover. We got one last set of upper body. Okay, everybody? We're going to do it. Back to pullover. One, 2. Find your balance. Okay. So this last set, we're spending more time in the intense part, more time in the sprint, okay? So this is our last upper body movement. Well, last upper body exercise, and then we'll move on, all right? Here we go. We're going to breathe, start to pull. 50% capacity, pull down into the pad. All you're doing is you're setting the intensity now. You're setting your body position. You're setting it, and you're maintaining that tension. I'm watching. We're doing a great job working it out. 3, 2, increase intensity, 75%. Now, a little harder, 75%, and make sure you're breathing. Amy, well done. Great job. Bessie, I see you. Good adjustment. Craig, excellent. Teresa, awesome job. Here we go. We're going to breathe, breathe, breathe. 3 seconds, and we got a 20-second sprint. 2, 1, as hard as you can. Pull. Find every last little drop of strength. Pull, pull, pull. Good intensity, Amy. Jessica, good job. I can't see you, but I'm sure you're doing a good job. Teresa, well done. Pull that down. Keep pulling down. Good. Keep gaining ground. Gain some more ground. 5 seconds. Gain more ground. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Take a second. Take a breath. You have a water bottle. Now it's time to grab a quick drink before we transition to lower body.
Hey, Daniel, question.
Yes, Jessica. Hello.
If we are to visualize what muscle we're focusing on when we're doing that pull down, which muscle are we isolating?
Lats and traps. So the muscles right
Okay.
underneath your arms here.
Okay, so I'm doing it right.
Yeah. You're
Okay.
probably going to feel a little bit of abdominal work too, and maybe a tiny bit in the upper part of the legs, but those are just stabilizers that help you keep your balance. But lats and
Okay.
traps are the big players.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Thank you for asking the question. Guys, if you have a
Hi,
question,
Kelly.
feel free to ask. All right. Okay, back in. So we're going to now transition. So we're going to do core and low back. Okay, so we'll start with low back. So we were doing hip bridges for the low back. We'll do another set of hip bridges, and we'll just stay a little bit longer to increase the intensity. So if you were driving up against your chair, I think that's what you were doing there, Amy. Excellent. Everyone else, we're going to be on the ground doing bridges. That is back flat on the ground and extending the hips up through. So let's go ahead and get in position.
Move, kitty.
All right. I think everybody is just about there. All right. So what we'll do is the visualization here. What I want you to think about is you're driving your hips to the ceiling, driving your hips as close to the ceiling as you can get it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to begin to drive the hips up to the ceiling, hold at the top, and
So if you
maintain
think
that.
of a rubber band from the back of your neck to your tailbone, you're trying to shorten that rubber band.
Yep, exactly. Yep, exactly. Good. You're holding that tension.
I don't like this tension.
It likes you though. I'm watching. I'm watching. We got about 10 seconds left. We're holding the tension. Good. Like Craig said, we're squeezing that rubber band. The idea is intensity here. 3, 2, 1, down to the ground. Good. And we'll get a 5-second break. 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend back up into it. Good. The break we use just to adjust to make sure our form is right, that we're feeling it again. Good. Squeeze your low back, squeeze the rubber band. I'm watching.
Yeah, I feel it most in my low back.
Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly down. Relax. Take it out just a little bit. We got one more set, or one more extension, I should say, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Extend up, pushing into it. Good. You're driving your hips as far to the ceiling as you can, squeezing the low back. Good. Here we go. I'm watching you guys. I'm watching. You want to breathe your way through, okay? Breathe your way through this. Breathe your way through this. Here we go. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done. And slowly down. All right. Take a breath. Okay. We're going to flip. We'll do abs. Okay. So either a plank position. If you have access to one, I have an exercise ball here that I use to sit on. If you have access to one, you can do crunches using the exercise ball. If you don't, that's fine. You can do a standard plank. So whatever you have access to is working or will work for you. So I think, Craig, you're putting your feet up on your chair, right, to get a little extra resistance. Yeah. Are you doing okay? Uh-huh. If you want to just take that foam roller and pull it in and then squeeze down against it. So not pulling down with the arms, but now pulling down with the chest towards the hips. That is an effective ab movement. Otherwise, we're just going to get into a plank position. That's like a push-up, but on your forearms, okay? All right, I'll give everybody a second to get into position. All right, let's go ahead and all starting together in 3, 2, 1. Tighten the core and hold. Core and hold. Good. Good. Teresa, well done using the weight, adding a little bit extra resistance. I love that. I love working harder. Good. 5 seconds.
I don't know about you, Amy, but I can't feel my legs. How about you?
2, 1. And go ahead and relax out of that. You can drop your knees. So you can lay back, or actually you're holding position. That's good too. We'll take a 5-second quick one. Here we go. 5-second quick break. Catch your breath. Let the lactic acid flow through. And we're going again in 3, 2, 1, and down. Begin to pull. Good. Breathing up and you're squeezing. Squeezing. Craig, go and lower your butt a little bit there. Lower your butt a little bit. There you go. Awesome. Awesome. Maintain tension. Maintain tension. Bessie, you look like you're in great form there. Awesome job. Okay, we got 10 more seconds, everybody. Squeezing the abs. Squeezing the abs. Here we go. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right. Gearing up for our last exercise, which is squats or body squats. All right, so everybody get in squat position, or squat angle, I should say. And as a group, we are all going to do again, another little fun addition to it, okay? So we're gonna do what are called 1 1/4. So I taught Amy the 1 1/4 for her push-ups. Essentially for our squats, what we're going to do, I'm backing up, I'm here, arms out, okay? Feet shoulder width apart. We're lowering down to squatting. Okay, I sink down into the seat as it were. That's the 1. 1/4 of the way up to there, down again, and then all the way up. So what you'll notice is by doing that, we spend a significant more time in the hardest part of the movement, which is good because that's what increases intensity. So everybody, let's go ahead and get into whatever position that you're doing for your squat. Excuse me. Okay. Now these ones, because everybody has a slightly different cadence, we're going to have either, I'm not going to count, but I'll be watching for that 1/4 rep. The trick is to begin as soon as you feel it to get a little easier when you're standing up, that's when you want to turn back down. So we want to make it tough. The goal here is to make it hard for yourself. Make it challenging. All right,
Go slow. If we can go slow and it's harder, that's the whole point.
Yep. Yeah, you should aim for about a 5-second cadence down, but give or take a few seconds because obviously there's that 1/4 involved now too. So there's not an exact time that you're looking for. 5 to 7 seconds is what you're looking for. Here we go.
Okay.
Arms out. And you can go ahead and begin to lower down. Very slow, very slow. Remember the 1/4's at the bottom. So you'll sink down into it, come a 1/4 of the way up, and back down again. Good, and now up to the top. This is a strange act of your will here because you are telling your body to stay, go ahead and lower down, to stay in a position where it is not as strong as it could be. So essentially you're making this inefficient for your body in order to grow. Up, down. Cool part is you have complete control over it. Up, you have complete control. It burns, I know, it hurts, but you have complete control over your body. Good. Bessie, good job, a 1/4 of the way. Good, down again and up. Good job, Bessie. I see you. I see you. Awesome job. Teresa, well done. I see you there on the movement there. Nice and slow. Craig, well done. Squeezing at the top. Awesome. Good. Amy, well done. Pushing your back up against it. Well done. Getting some growth in the low back there. Excellent. Good. Try not to speed up too much there, Bessie. There we go. Keeping it slow. All right, everybody, I'm watching the clock. We're going to go another 15 seconds under load. 15 seconds. I'm watching everybody. Here we go. Make it hurt. Make it hurt. Leave nothing left. Leave nothing left in the tank. Good. Leave nothing left. Here we go. Breathing. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right.
Ah.
You can take a breath. You can grab some water. That is it for the day. I told you we're making it a great time. We're very efficient with it.
Now, as you're when you're thinking about this, guys, that intensity, if you've ever done weightlifting in the past, usually you do, 3 sets of 15 and you have a much faster cadence. And so there's a little more aerobic involvement. You're probably doing about the same time frame of work. We're just slowing it way down and increasing the intensity to a shorter span of time to fatigue the muscle. And so for those of you that are looking for workouts that are efficient, like your time, normally we're pretty busy people. And so this type of workout with super slow motion, you can do in one to 2 days a week instead of 4 to 5. It is hard. It's like excruciatingly painful, but it's done in 20 minutes. And so if you just tell yourself, this is supposed to hurt because I'm getting a whole week's worth of strength training in 20 minutes. And so I know this has been Daniel's given us 4 weeks worth of super slow motion training. Many of you guys have heard about the super slow motion training because I've been doing it for a while. So this was an opportunity to do that. And Daniel is actually, because of what we've done in our group, he's actually able to have clients that want to continue working with Daniel and hiring him as their strength coach, and he can do that online. Would you tell us a little bit more about that today, Daniel?
Yeah, thank you for the plug. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm obviously a strength trainer, and I've been now for 7 years. And with what's happening in the world around us, my gym, we've had to go online, which at first, if I'm completely honest with you guys, was really scary. It's a total new frontier for us, and we weren't sure how it was going to work. But after a few weeks of working on it, we've managed to overcome a lot of the barriers that come with trying to train through Zoom, learning how to adapt a workout to a person's environment and bring that intensity that Craig was talking about, distill it down to where you can get a week's worth of work in 20, 30 minutes on Zoom. So now after a few weeks, we're excited to say that we feel really comfortable with where we're at, and we're continuing to take more people on through Zoom. So workouts are about 30 minutes one-on-one. It's not in this classroom setting. It would involve about 40 minutes to an hour of a conversation between us so we can begin to figure out what equipment, quote unquote, you have. I doubt you have Nautilus equipment like I have sitting right behind me in your basement. If you do, that'd be fantastic, but most of us don't. So we'll look at what you do have, and we'll look at applying these same principles of intensity, efficiency, and strength into whatever you have in your home. So I have people using everything from wooden dowels to what I'm sitting on now is an exercise ball. I use a lot of demos with an exercise ball. There's a lot of ways we can make strength training, super slow strength training specifically, and bring it into your home.
One thing too, Daniel, first of all, just so you guys know, he and his father have been doing this for a long time, 25 plus years. And one of the,
him, yes.
yeah, his father. Yeah. And so one of the other things too is that because I use a wheelchair, Daniel and I have worked together to develop a lot of adaptive. So basically, Daniel is one of, first of all, super slow motion is kind of a specialty. It's really, really, it's a really high level, super safe, super effective workout. And then the work that Daniel and I have done, I think he's the only adaptive, super slow motion, high intensity strength coach in the world. I don't know if you realize that, Daniel, but who else would be doing this? Like, so anyway, so you might consider this, those that are watching this on our YouTube live stream right now, you might consider getting a hold of Daniel, or you can get a hold of me and I can connect you. And we partner up. Daniel's also a health coach. So he's part of our team as coaches. And so he's got a lot to offer there. And so if you're looking for if you're an adaptive athlete or somebody that uses a wheelchair with some kind of paralysis or something, and you want to get stronger, Daniel's going to be a fantastic resource for you.
Yeah. And thank you for that again, Craig. And like I said, guys, my goal, my why is to help people get stronger in any way that I can. My goal is to help you live the healthiest lifestyle that you can. And the fact is that a stronger you is a better you, period.
Mhm.
A stronger you is a better cyclist, you're a better runner, you're just a better person in general, because a stronger body is capable of handling more, is capable of enduring more. And so that's what we're all about here. So if you do want to reach out,
How can people get a hold of you? What's the best way to get a hold of you?
if you're in the chat right now, you can reach out to me directly in the chat and I'll give you my phone number. If you are watching this live on Facebook, you can contact me through Facebook. Other than that, you can contact Craig directly and he will direct you to my number. So those are your three different options.
Mhm. Excellent.
Awesome. Amy, thank you. Have an awesome weekend. I saw that. You did an awesome job. Everyone else did an awesome job. I'll stay
Let's
on.
get a nice flex before we go here.
Oh, yes. Picture.
We always have to have our morning flex if I can get them up there. Oh,
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let me get my screen going here. Sorry, hold on. Don't flex yet. There we go. Got to get it nice and efficient. All right, guys, ready? Perfect. We got it.
I saw that.
All right,
Kelly.
you guys.
Well done.
All right, and we'll be in touch with you as far as what we're going to do moving forward for the challenge, for the continued workouts. One thing to be sure is we're still going to do the Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, the spin sessions with me, and then we'll figure out what's going to look like for some other things, and then moving forward into another challenge where we have some stuff to work on each day. So thank you all for just showing up. One of the most important components. Not every program or platform out there or workout philosophy focuses on community. And when the world changed, 4 weeks ago, everybody that didn't have community realized the value of community pretty quickly, or experienced the void of community pretty quickly. And so the Optavia community, the coaching community that I'm part of, it's there intentionally because people thrive in healthy communities. And so think about that today. There are two events that are happening today that I wanted to share with you guys just really quick. If you've got another client, by the way, Daniel, you are welcome to jump into that, but I'm going to share my screen so folks can see how to get involved. Our next thing is learn how to create optimal health in your life. And so that's Saturday at 12 Eastern, that's 9 Pacific. And the Zoom meeting ID is 115-489-964. That's 115-489-964. And then that's the first session here at noon Eastern. And then at 1 p.m. Eastern, we have Explore the Business of Health Coaching. And it's actually the same, it's the same Zoom login number. We've got room for 10,000 folks. Between Facebook and Zoom last night during our session, we had about 14,000 people join. So it was pretty fantastic. But maybe you've lost your job. Maybe your career has evaporated and you're looking for what would it be like to be in the business of health coaching? What would it look like to build a business of working with clients and developing coaches? And this is what that is all going to be about today at 1 p.m. Eastern. That's 10 Pacific. And the Zoom meeting number is 115-489-964. And that's today as well. So 2 opportunities to explore what it's like to work with us on our amazing 5-in-1 plan to turn your body into a fat eating machine, and then exploring the business of health coaching today. So hopefully this has been a great workout for y'all. Thanks for joining us online, and we hope to see you next time.
Hey, Craig.
Yes,
Craig.
ma'am.
I don't have a pin on me right now. Can you go ahead and put those